What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down when wide receivers should go up and high point the ball or to slow down and let that ball drop over the shoulder. So this is a common question that we get asked a lot, like if that ball is kind of in that awkward stage where you could either slow down and high point this thing, turn and jump for it, or you could probably let that thing drop over the shoulder and keep that DB on the inside hip. So what is the exact difference? Now, if you're a wide receiver also, fellas, in this offseason, you want a daily workout schedule for on-field wide receiver route running, press release, catching drills, and the works. Check out that very first link in the description for our 28-day on-field wide receiver workout plan. You'll get 4 weeks of exercises mapped out for you guys with examples of each drill, a breakdown of each drill, and then sets and reps and rest periods to work on each drill. So check out that very first link below if this is something that interests you. Let's get started with this video. So now, first things first, when we have a ball, the main thing is when you want to go up and high point this thing, go up and catch this thing, jump ball, catch it at its highest point, you want to make sure at the end of the day, we just have to secure the catch, right? So a lot of people ask, like, hey, coach, what if it's a low ball? What if it's a back shoulder throw? What if I do this? What if I do that? If you could go get a hand on it and you could go get that ball, go get that ball. That's the number one thing that I want you guys to understand. But now when that ball, like this throw, easily this wide receiver could have probably slowed down and caught this thing over the shoulder, right? So when do you want to do that? And I would say you'd want to do that when you don't have to break your stride, right? So like maybe you have to slow down, but you still have to stride, you still have to run. That's when you would maybe want to let that thing drop over the shoulder. And if that DB is maybe a step or two behind you. But if it's pretty even coverage and you got to pretty much stop your feet, that is when you want to go up and get the ball. Now, I'm not saying there, if you got to slow your stride down and maybe that DB's like a couple yards back, you don't want to go up and high point the ball. I think it's more so about comfort. We're going to be showing 2 examples of the situations, but this is one where the ball slows him down completely. It's underthrown, so we got to go up and make that play. That is when we want to go up and high point the catch, and we got to make sure that we go up strong, catch that thing, and then rip it to the tuck to secure it. So I'm going to play this thing full speed, then we're going to talk about an over-the-shoulder example. And again, sometimes there are awkward situations with catches. It's not going to be that perfect dime over the shoulder every time, and it's not going to be that perfect jump ball situation, goal line fade situation every single time. Sometimes the quarterback's going to underthrow the ball. Sometimes he's going to throw the ball out of my catch radius. I have to make sure that no matter what, at the end of the day, I have to go secure the catch. If we can see the ball, if we could go get a hand on the ball, go get a hand on the ball. There's no like typical like, okay, this is the perfect situation you want to do this in. It is, if you got the ball, if you go get the ball, go get the ball. Do not waste any time. Do not wait for it to come to you because that DB will make a play. Now, this is an example where ball was underthrown, but the wide receiver was still having to keep stride, right? And so he catches this ball over the shoulder. He could have probably very easily turned right here and jumped and high point and catch that thing at the top, right? Now, again, he waits for it to drop in over the shoulder. This is kind of an awkward, I guess, type catch, if you will, because it had to slow him down. But the main thing you want to emphasize when it's over the shoulder is you want to be late with your hands. You don't want to give this DB any time to react when he has to make this play, especially if you're having to slow down. You're catching it over the shoulder to keep that DB on like your back hip, on maybe your inside hip, whatever it is. But we have to make sure that I'm late with my hands so the DB doesn't have a chance to play my hands. So many wide receivers, what they'll do is like if they catch this thing over the shoulder and they have to slow down, they start to show their hands too early, right? So they'll slow down, they'll put their hands up here, they'll try to high point it, but catch it over the shoulder. That's not what you want to do because as soon as that DB sees your hands go up, what's he going to do? He's going to play your hands and he's going to try to swat this thing away, right? So you have to trust it. Wait to the not the last possible second, but pretty dang close. Be late with your hands so he has no time to make a play on it and I can put this thing away. So there's no perfect time to do either one. At the end of the day, if it stops my stride completely, I want to go up and high point it for sure. If I can still maintain a pretty good stride, I just have to slow down a touch. You could catch it over the shoulder. Not saying you can't go high point it, but we have to make sure that I'm late with my hands so that DB who's on my hip or who's maybe a step behind me doesn't have an indicator of when the ball is coming. So let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Williams getting separation on the double move, but also catching this thing over the shoulder with late hands so the 2 DBs don't have time to play his hands. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. you guys have any questions at all on any of the stuff that we covered, please don't hesitate to leave that in the comments section below. This video was done by request or by a question that we were asked. So that's pretty much what all our videos are done by. We always appreciate it though, fellas. You guys help keep the channel going. And again, if you guys would like a 4-week long workout schedule, all the wide receiver route running, press release, catching drills that you guys need to do this offseason with sets, reps, and a video explaining each drill, check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.